So today I want to talk about the 3 biggest lies that narcissists tell, and it's not what you think, so stick around. As always, like, follow, subscribe, comment in the section below, and share with your friends in order to raise narcissistic abuse awareness. Number 1, the biggest lie that narcissists try to convince you of is, you owe me. Whether it be dates, gifts, events, any deed done in a love bombing phase of the relationship will be brought back up during conflict in order to shame you and put you back in your place, which to the narcissist is below them. Let me give you a personal example of my experience with that kind of mentality. My mother has not remembered any of my birthdays since I was about 14, which is really impressive because I have a twin brother. And I definitely remember the first time that it happened because I used to be a mama's boy, so I waited all day for her to say something. But when 11 p.m. rolled around, I figured, yeah, she definitely forgot. And instead of being a normal human being and just apologizing or simply telling me happy birthday, she decided that it was a good idea to give me this long speech about how she could never forget my birthday, and she's the one that carried me in her stomach for 9 months, and I'm the one who's forgetful of that. That's right, you're hearing this correctly. Not only did she forget my birthday, but she stood there and tried to convince me that I'm the one who's being ungrateful to her for giving birth to me. Which, looking back, is actually awe-inspiring mental gymnastics in order to avoid the shame of forgetting your children's birthday. But I digress. In their you owe me mentality, anytime you ask of them to treat you with respect, kindness, dignity, or you cut communications or you try to leave, you can expect a good old-fashioned guilt trip. And if you do try to leave and end the relationship, you can expect to hear things like, how could you leave me after all I've done for you, completely disregarding how they've treated you. Which brings me to the second lie that narcissists try to convince you to believe, which is, my feelings are more important than yours. Whether it be a man trying to convince you that his infidelity isn't as bad as yours because he's a man and you're a woman, or a woman being mad at you about being mad at her for some form of abuse that she put you through. Narcissists will try to convince you to completely disregard your own feelings in the face of their abuse by throwing tantrums, raising their voice over yours, the silent treatment, or even by threatening violence to you or to themselves. Their thought process is basically, it doesn't matter how I affected you. My lack of empathy hinders me from being able to even consider your feelings. Your actual emotions simply don't exist to me. In fact, not only is my abuse not the problem, it's really your reaction to my perceived abuse that's the problem. And I feel like you should apologize to me for it. And when you do, not only will I not forgive you, I will use your emotional reaction to shame you, to confuse you, to emotionally frustrate you, to exhaust you, because you're easier to manipulate when you're chasing your tail. And that's really what all the arguments are about. Narcissists aren't trying to fix the issue. They are the issue. They're really just trying to tire you out enough in a relationship so that you never figure it out. The third biggest lie that narcissists try to get you to accept is, you are nothing without me. If you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, you certainly have heard something to the effect of, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be blank, you wouldn't have blank, you wouldn't have achieved blank. I mean, these people seriously believe that everything is for them, from them, because of them, or about them. So it's really no surprise when your negligent and or abusive parent tells you that everything you are is because of them, when in reality, you are the way you are in spite of them. Besides, the fact that they use people in order to get narcissistic supply is proof in itself that they need people much more than we need them. Not that they would ever admit it. Narcissists do not keep people around that do not provide something to them. So, no matter how abusive they are, if they keep you around, it's because they need you. Even if it's just to dump their negative emotions onto you, they need you more than you need them. If you're going through it with a narcissist right now, I hope this is helpful for you. And if you've gone through it before, I hope this is providing clarity and closure. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, and share with your friends, as it really does help the channel. This is the war against narcissism, guys. Salute.